just like to see us play with a bit more intensity, quicker passing, if you like. Let's let Peru come, and if we can win the ball off them and then break on them a little bit. I know we've had a lot of possession, but I would say as an experiment, because it will happen in the World Cup, at half time I said to them, look, every now and again, let them come on to us so that we can break on them, because they are banking up, they've got 5 across. We do need to have a little bit more movement for me. Use of the ball quicker, a little bit more blindside runs, a little bit of overlaps to stretch them and get round the back. We haven't got round the back enough in free play, and I think that's something we're going to have in the tournament.
Okay, let's go back to Andy and Clive for the second half.
England's first 2 opponents of the World Cup finals are both in action in the next 24 hours. Uruguay against Northern Ireland in the early hours in Montevideo, and Italy flew into London today for a friendly against the Irish Republic at Craven Cottage tomorrow evening. And generally sign off with a win before heading to a major tournament. They haven't failed to win their last friendly on home soil since 1998. 2 years ago they beat Belgium here. I think they're actually ranked above Belgium, Chile, Holland and France in the world rankings at the moment, in 11th place. It's an idea that the 10 countries ahead of England must be pretty useful too. Cahill towards Rooney. Johnson, here's Lallana, he's gathered that in well. Kept the ball for Rooney. Johnson still forward. Throw it.
Just those couple of moments in the first half at the back, Phil Juggill and Gary Cahill to consider. A couple of times Cahill put his arm in the air trying to play people offside. Might be better off to stay in the runner, just dealing with the situation. And the little things you've got to get right. You make decisions like that in the finals, and you're not all together and you're not all stepping and holding a line. You can find yourself in trouble against the very best. Certainly as the half got on, England did improve. Terrific goal, excellent goal. Yeah, it's going to be another feature of the summer. The World Cup this summer, Clive, for me, is a lot of strikers. I think at the peak of their power is going to be operating in this summer. And I think the best teams have all got people like England have. But Sturridge produced something like he did. It's going to be a lot of teams with those sort of players.
Offside. It's around about this time that we start to hear complaints about the ball for the World Cup finals. Oddly enough, everything I've read and heard has been favourable so far, which was far from the case 4 years ago in South Africa. Rooney. This is not the World Cup ball this evening, incidentally. Lallana, halted by Rodriguez, is making his 50th appearance for his country tonight. The Peruvian skipper number 2, Alberto Rodriguez. Career as England manager began 2 years ago this week. A winning start in Norway, won both the friendlies heading to the European Championships. It's careless from Jagielka, and again Joe Hart has to be smart and alive.
Before that from Phil Jagielka, it's too easy. It's just a simple ball across the back foot. You just open your body up, you look to knock it out to your left back. You not allow that to run away from you. You may smile now and you get away with it, but to tighten up a bit there.
Desa now got to combine with Ramirez. It's Rodriguez, but he's giving it straight to Rooney. And Sturridge can stretch his legs. He's got plenty of support here, Daniel Sturridge. Pass perfectly bisected Henderson and Lallana. Peru had a chance to regroup. Johnson found a way to Welbeck. And found a way to Johnson, but just stolen away at the last moment by Callens. Two wayward square passes have provided interceptions and chances for England to counter.
Imagine as the half goes on that you'd like to think that there will be a little bit more intent from Peru to push people forward, to really have a bit more of a go, concerted go at England, which will therefore of course enable them to counter and have a little bit more room.
The lapses at the back will just be a little worry for Roy Hodgson, who knows that his team are going to come up against better forwards than the ones they're facing this evening. Sturridge coming deep. Gerrard. Lallana into the path of Rooney. Header away as far as Steven Gerrard with the volley. Bain sticking at it. It's confidently done in the end by Desa. Sturridge. Henderson to Welbeck. Rooney. Henderson. Well protected by Danny Welbeck. Baines to Lallana. Into Rooney. Lallana. Now Henderson. Now Gerrard.
Movement there out of Lallana again.
Little glimpses of the player and imagination England will need to unlock the best defences. Lallana felt he was held there by Callens. It's Ballon. It's Luis Carrillo here. He's beaten Cahill for space. Crossover here. Desa, Apinkula. Couldn't resist. Gerrard had to get his head to that. Joe Hart keeps his eyes on the ball. Gone long and early towards Sturridge. He's a little isolated, but he's held it up well. Good play there. Lallana into Rooney. Sturridge just drawn wide. Rooney. Sturridge quickening it. Finding Rooney again. Cruzado found him too. Given away to Henderson this time. Rooney with a good turn. Now Adam Lallana. Sliding challenge by Cruzado gets the job done. Up to a point. Rooney combining with Lallana this time. Now Gerrard joining in. Clipped in towards Sturridge. Header away, it's by Callens. Yotun trying to escape. He's done well to find Desa. It's an ambitious effort, but he's caught Gerrard out a little and landed on the roof of his net.
It's a long way out, wasn't he, Desa there? He just had that little bit of dip on it, didn't it, that shot? He had a little look to his right there, so he saw the runner, but then thought, no, I'm going to have a go. And he hits it ever so well, and it's just starting to dip at the last minute. And for a split second, Joe Hart maybe just a panicked. Happy to see that one just land on the top of the net.
20 years of age, his international debut, Wembley Stadium. Fancied his chances to beat Joe Hart from 30 yards. And the goalkeeper might just have been beaten. Rooney. Well, it was an easier ball on to Johnson. Here is Glenn Johnson. Allen's got an improvised clearance, concedes the corner. Will take the corner. Goes towards Jack Yelka, punched away by Fernandez. It's far by Lallana.
Contact out from the goalkeeper, came a long way for that corner. Fernandez. It's a good punch on it. Set play is very important again in the summer. England always players, Baines, Gerrard and Rooney that dangerous from set plays that can whip useful balls into the area as well as direct strikes on goal.
Rosado stabbing it forward. That's just a bit too much of Yotun. Reasons to be worried about England's defending, Andy?
Well, I just think that, again, those decisions we saw in the first half, they just had to call upon the goalkeeper, Joe Hart, to just bail them out a little bit. And that's going to happen. England's midfield, it will be penetrated at times during the summer. Then Jagielka and Cahill have got to make sure they're together, got to make sure they all know what they're doing. Just felt a couple of times there in the first half. Harry Kane was throwing an arm in the air without really knowing exactly where everyone is in and around him.
Breakdown here between Lallana and Rooney. Acceleration from Yotun. Ramirez. That's Wayne Rooney here tones.
Good tackle from Rooney, that. Yeah, the momentum obviously takes him through and ends up catching.
I mean, a proof front three had 3 caps between them before tonight. You could argue they've had many dangerous moments. Joe Hart's end of the field as England themselves have created. Cahill trying to deal with that one, just bundles Yotun over. Clumsy. It's a good layoff from Sturridge, well taken by Danny Welbeck. A lot of men around him.
Just needed to get that out of his feet there. Danny Welbeck made the decision either knock it 10 yards in front of him and really hurtle after it, or indeed knock it back to Daniel Sturridge.
Italy will almost certainly feel Mario Balotelli in England's opening game. I understand that tomorrow evening Giuseppe Rossi will be back in their attack after a long spell out with a knee problem, along with Ciro Immobile, who's the leading scorer in Serie A last season with Torino, on his way to Dortmund. So they have attacking options. They're all about Uruguay, Edinson Cavani, and maybe still Luis Suarez. Diego Forlan still very much a part of their squad. These are world-renowned forwards that are coming up against England in their 2 opening World Cup games.
I think Gary Cahill had a terrific season for Chelsea, I really do. I think it's always been an area, unfortunately has been assembling this England squad for this tournament. It's always been an area of concern. For years, England have been used to seeing the likes of Ferdinand and John Terry playing at the heart of the defence. This was that little one just a few moments ago when does well to initially win it there, and then it's just whether this is a little bit clumsy. I don't think so. I don't think that Two really knows where the ball is. Cahill can see it all along.
So the postscript to that, it is 20 months since John Terry last played for England. Paulo Guattano plays his club football in Uruguay with Penarol, and will take the place of the man who's been the main front man this evening, Luis Ramirez of the Corinthians club in Sao Paulo, Brazil. It's like Desa will now go into the main forward role. Guattano is more of a winger.
I may give it a little bit more to consider. Certainly Desa has shown he has made those runs from the wide areas. He's very quick, he is direct. Ramirez tends to show for the ball and look for things to his feet a little bit more. We'll see if that alters the way they shape up.
Johnson. Easily cut out by Cruzado. Lana to Henderson. Gerrard. Johnson early on to Lana. The idea was good, the execution not so good. Is that a corner? No, goal kick given.
Along there trying to see if he can pinch that one. They just haven't clicked at that in the last third. England. It was a great goal to give them the lead, of course, but just those little combination play of the front men hasn't quite happened up to now.
Robertson, as we see, does have options in those areas. Guattano. Easy enough for Johnson. Using themselves at the moment. Never a good sign, eh? Johnson caught in possession far too easily, and Desa is in here. It needed for Jagielka to come in and make the blocking challenge. Korea got Desa in behind England.
Again, self-inflicted there. All of that, a heavy touches in from Glenn Johnson. How quick and lively, Peru, given an opportunity. That's a really important challenge from Phil Jagielka. Makes the ground up on Desa. He's just had to wait for it a little bit there, the striker. I think if that ball's in front of him another yard or two, I don't think Jagielka gets there.
Peru have had more chances. Really? That's a rather hopeful ball swung in towards Welbeck. Has retrieved it. Baines has made a good run here and a good gather. And it's cut out by Callens with Sturridge poised.
Yeah, just peeled towards the back post there, didn't he, Daniel Sturridge? Initial ball from Rooney's a big. Welbeck does well not to give it up. This is a great ball. This one there that he turns back to Leighton Baines, that's a terrific ball. And you just need the fullback to maybe pick somebody out. He could have gone across the 6-yard box towards the line, all stood out.
Jack Wilshere in place of Steven Gerrard. Which came on for the last 15 minutes of the FA Cup final, but 42 minutes of competitive football since he suffered a broken foot in the last international here at the start of March. So he needs some work. Number 9 for Peru as a goal scorer, Raul Rui Diaz. We'll see Raheem Sterling in a minute. England have a corner first. Baines takes, it's towards Welbeck, and he's in for Gary Cahill. Good delivery from Wayne Baines. Good firm header by the Chelsea centre-back. And with 25 minutes still to play, England are 2 goals to the good.
That is why it's hard to make sure that delivery is good. It's in the right area. Gary Cahill looks like he does well to just get that from behind the rucker bodies. He just seems to peel off in behind Callens. Still can't see exactly where that comes off, but you can see it better from this angle. Yeah, he just sort of stoops, doesn't he, in behind Danny Welbeck, puts something on it. The goalkeeper doesn't see it right to the last moment, and it's in the back of the net. It's a good header.
Rui Diaz taking the place of Desa, who had that good chance moment or two ago. Raheem Sterling will replace Wayne Rooney. Already has been short of match fitness because of that injury in the back end of Manchester United's club season. I'm sure that will start 1 or 2 keyboards rattling in the press area. There's been a lot of talk in the last week about whether Roy Hodgson would be brave enough to drop somebody of Rooney's reputation and standing. Not quite sure why. The questions are so prominent about a man who scored 7 goals in 6 qualifiers on the way to the finals, but Hodgson said he would do whatever's necessary. Raheem Sterling, who, let's not forget, is still a teenager, 19 years of age. Just 2 international appearances to his name. Continues his rise and rise.
Yeah. So impressed with Raheem Sterling this season, whether he was out in those wider areas or indeed when he played in the hole. This is where he's operating this evening. But he's strong, he's happy to receive the ball in those tight areas. He's not afraid to take a whack and pick himself up.